Hello guys, today we bring you another unboxing, this time of a cheap action camera, a GoPro alternative we could say. So this is a about $50 camera that I got for cheap from a Taobao I think, but I'll leave the link in the description down below. And we're gonna do the unboxing and a comparison with a GoPro Hero 4 that I have. So as you can see here, it's really generic, just we have the 4K Sports Ultra HD DV, and it also says that it is water resistant up to 30 meters of deep, up to 30 meters deep. I don't know about the water resistant because since they might use lesser quality parts than the GoPro equivalent, but I think this would be a really nice alternative for using mountain biking and all those action cameras uses, just not so much for the waterproof part. It also says that it has 16 megapixels, 4K resolution at 25 fps, capabilities for up to 64 gigs micro SD cards, a viewing angle of 170 degrees. It also has Wi-Fi and it has the codec H.264. So on the side we have some of the accessories that I assume that are included within the box. On the back part we have some specifications, but nothing too deep. The only things that are worth considering is the 16 megapixel camera capability, and this camera does 4K at 25 fps. I don't know if you can see here, 4K at 25 fps, 2.7K at 30 fps, 1080p at 60 fps, and if you want to record at 150 fps we have it at 720p. So it also has a 2.0 inches LCD. So it also has the capability to connect to an Android or iPhone phone in order to control this camera. But we will see it after we open it. It's better that way. So here we have the packaging. So you can see here the cardboard box easily comes off. We have a little manual. About the camera, but nothing too interesting. Here we have the camera itself. Technically an and-ear camera, but we've got similar branded ones without any name, so I guess that there is an OEM that makes all of these cameras. We have this little bag with a chain and a cleaning cloth for the camera, I would suppose, and for the glass, also with some double tape, sided tape. For the accessories we have this mount that allows you to if I could get it in focus, this mount that allows you to mount here your camera and put it on a regular camera mount for those regular cameras, those tripods for regular cameras, I would say. We have the smaller back plate, not the smaller one, just a replacement one. We have these straps that will allow you to secure the camera. We have the usual mount that you can see usually on GoPros. Don't know if you can see it. It's the same that's used on GoPros to hold it to the case, to the plastic case outside. We have this mount that it's a clamp. I'm just gonna try to focus it better. Exactly, this mount is a clamp. You see here the clamps, and here is the mount for the case. Lots of another types of mounts. Here we can see that it slides. Another replacement to use with that kind of mount. So as you can see here, we have tons of accessories really. We have another replacement for those kinds of mounts. So as you can see here, we have lots of replacements, and you won't need to buy more if you lose one. So this is really good for the camera, and also another kind of mount, just a regular one for the tripods, but this one is really smaller. You just push it in and you roll it up. We have different kinds of mounts, like they're just endless, and we finally have the charging cable. That is a micro USB cable, so it's the norm. So let's start by watching the camera itself. But as you can see here on the case, it says that the accessories included are waterproof case bracket, waterproof case clip, bike bracket. So we have all kinds of mounting, so I'm sure you will find one for your uses inside this pack. But let's go on to the camera itself and see how good it is built. We have it here inside already, the waterproof case. But we're just gonna open it up. To open it up, you just pull this clip, if I'm not exactly, pull this here. You pull the clip and it goes off. So it's a pretty interesting system. But let's just review this camera. So the camera is really compact. We have this huge sensor here. We have the flashing light that tells you that the camera is recording. I guess an IR sensor. The power button, the 4K, and the end here brand. Like I said, there should be lots of these cameras, some of them with different brandings, because I guess they'll all get them from the same OEM. On the side, we have an HD out that is good for micro HDMI cables, also a micro USB port, and the slot for your card. On the back we have a 2-inch LCD screen. We will open it up in a second. And here we have the menu buttons. On the other side it says made in China, and it is also where you put the battery, I would assume. Yeah, exactly, it's all where you put the battery. And on the top we have the OK button alongside this flash as well. So hello guys, we're back, and I'm sorry but the camera got full. So as we said, we just press here to open it up. As you can see, it has a small jingle to know that it's up. This LED also blinks when it's charging. So as you see here, it means that this tells us that we have a micro SD card installed. This is the Wi-Fi module, which means that if it is full, it means that someone is connected to the Wi-Fi from the camera. And this is the current setting for recording. And down below we have the date and the hour. By clicking on the front button, we can cycle through different modes, like for example, one click and we are on the camera mode, 16 megapixels, like I said. And here we have the slow motion mode. Another click will bring us to the settings menu, and here we have the video resolutions that we have available. We have 4K at 25 FPS, 2.7K at 30 FPS, 180p at 60 FPS, and 720p at 120. Those are the most noticeable modes. In order to confirm something, you have to press on here, this button. We also have a recording sound, the time-lapse mode, a loop recording, and we can also set a different mode for slow motion. Another click at the front button over here, this one, will bring us on to the next menu mode, and here we see the photo settings. So we have the possibility of having a 16 megapixel and up to 2 megapixel camera resolution. You can also put a timer and some modes and filters. We can also adjust the exposure and the white balance alongside a driving mode, which will make it easier to interact with the camera. And we can also flip the image here and some other interesting stuff. Now for languages, we have English, some Chinese and Japanese, German, French, Italian, Spanish, Polish, from the Netherlands, and also Portuguese, which is really interesting for those of you that are coming from our Portuguese written review. We can also set the date and time for whatever you want, format, and we can also see the firmware version. So, all in all, this is a really complete camera with a lot of different modes and settings so you can tweak it to your likings. So up next we're gonna see a video quality of this camera alongside comparison with the GoPro Hero 4. And in the end we will do a quick and brief summary on why you should or should not buy this camera. So see you soon, guys. Well, so after seeing the clips that I've just shown you, we can also conclude that this is an amazing camera for all of you that are looking for something that to use during sports and using on the outside with all the features that a GoPro could give you, but you're not willing to spend so much money. The quality from this camera is really acceptable, and I doubt many of you will need an extra really detailed quality for example mountain biking or paragliding, whatever you want to do with this camera. Some features that might not be of your liking are the absence of an external microphone, but since you'll be using this for filming some of those things that are more fast-paced, I doubt that the sound quality will be an issue for you. Because the sound quality from this camera is pretty decent on it. It's pretty decent. Excuse me. It's pretty decent on its own. So this is a really nice buy for the price. For about 40 bucks, you get a camera that is really interesting. Of course, the build quality is not as good, but this is just a camera that you are able to throw around without any concern, because it didn't put you out of about $300 or euros that a GoPro 4 costs. So as always, if you have any questions about this camera, just let us know, leave a comment down below, and also like and share our video so we can grow even more and help you guys. See you on the next video.